Welcome to CTE Basics. If you're not familiar with CTE in terms of relationship to the pocket and things like 15, 30, and 45 degree uh, points on the object ball, you should go and look at some of the older videos. But if you haven't, I'll just briefly talk about it. The object ball is broken up to three areas. It's 15, 30, and 45 degrees in relationship to the pocket. And pretty much when you're working on the cue ball side, you're always at a half tip offset, either on the left side of the cue ball or the right side. And you see the pivot from the left to the right. You pivot over to the ball, aiming at one of those aim lines. In that case, it was probably an A. So when you look at balls like this, you're going to see things like CCB to right object ball edge. Those are visual lines. These are all visual lines. So it's CCB to right object ball edge, and left cue ball edge to object ball B. Those are visuals. Once you line up your visuals, you go into a half a tip offset mode, and then go right to center, and that's the way you make these kind of shots. Those shots that we're making, and these are pretty much 15-degree shots, so they're not really very, very sharp in terms of cut. This is very similar to the one that we just seen. This is aiming at the B. So again, it's going to be CCB to right object ball edge, and then left cue ball edge to object ball B, and those are visual lines. So when you're at the pool room or at a table that you have at home, just come in from a half a tip offset, and then just move over to the right or to the left. Pivoting does make a difference in some cases, but in these cases it probably wouldn't. So you can come in whatever preference you like. I personally like to do opposite of the shot, but again, it's a little bit different. This is the fundamental of CTE. This is going way back a few years ago, when you could look on some of the internet and you'll see something like Pro 1 from Stan. And this is the kind of stuff that he's done. And I use this as well as use some other techniques. So when you look at CTE, it's broken up into so many different areas and so many different versions, you kind of get confused. So I wanted to bring this basic video back so you can get a real handle on it. And sometimes it actually even surprises myself that some of the techniques that we used then are just a little bit different than now, but they're pretty much, it's the same focus on pivoting into the ball and making the ball as such. And if you look at the video, the left side is the short rail, so you're coming into the pocket. Unfortunately, I'm working with a pivot with a tripod and a camera, which is actually my phone. So you really can't get the good graphics that I'd like to have if I had my own room. It's the downside, of course. But I'm trying to get as most into the shooting here. So this is a cue ball. It's a center cue ball to object ball C. It's a 45, what they call a 45-degree perception. It's the same shot, 45-degree perception. So this is a one-line visual. The other methods, and if it's 15 or 30, it's two lines. When you're doing a one-line perception, it's usually after 45 or 60 degrees or 1/8. The 1/8 marker is really towards the edge of the ball. So when you're hitting this ball in, again, you're still doing the same thing. You're looking at it from the left side of the cue ball to the object ball C. Pretty much, I believe this is the same shot. And if you look at it, again, it's CCB to object ball C, and it's a 45-degree cut. The angles look kind of like close in a way. Sometimes it's difficult when you're doing it on this angle, but unfortunately that's the only method I have to shoot. But you still get a handle on it. So when you do practice, you could look at the balls that I'm hitting here. It's almost parallel, these two balls on the dot on the right side. But again, this is getting towards a 60-degree mark. So this is, again, aiming at the 1/8 marker, but it's, again, you're looking at the CCB, so it's the left side of the cue ball to the right side of the object ball, almost to the edge. Same shot here. You're going to be going from a center cue ball. This is where you're aiming. Center cue ball. Actually, going from the left side of the cue ball to the right side of the object ball. So it's almost like pivoting over. And again, you'll see my cue kind of aiming towards it, so you can get a handle on it. This is a side shot. This is kind of a basic side shot. So what you do here is just pretty much you're looking at a CCB to right up object ball edge, and then left cue ball edge to object ball A. So there's your visual, but you're aiming actually at the A. So when you come in, most likely to come from right to left. So there's your pivot, right side, go to center cue ball, boom. Same shot here. One ball is the same thing. Unfortunately, you can't see the cue in the back of the cue ball. But it's the same shot, but you're lining up the same. So you're looking to do a CCB to right object ball edge, just a visual, and then left cue ball edge to the object ball A. Aim for the A, and it goes right in. This ball is going right into the corner. So this would be a center cue ball to right object ball edge, and then left cue ball edge to object ball B. It's a one-line visual, so just put it from the left side of the cue ball almost to the right side where that C is, where the stripe was. Now the 9 ball is going into the corner. You kind of get a grasp on it. You can try to do the same shots. The 9 ball is going right to the corner. So this would be a CCB to right object ball edge, left cue ball edge to object ball B, straight up into the corner. You kind of pivot over. And you have to actually don't even know where the pocket is, and you shouldn't even worry about it. Most of these shots you can make without even looking at the pocket. Now, this is again, it's a 3 ball, so it's center cue ball to right object ball edge, and left cue ball edge to object ball B. You're aiming for the B, half a tip offset. All right, so 4 balls going to the corner. This would be center cue ball to right object ball edge. This is a 30-degree perception, and you're going to go to again, left cue ball edge to object ball B. Pivot from right to left. There you go. And you're in. You got to watch some of the older videos to get a grasp on this stuff. It's kind of difficult when you see these tapes because the limitations on what you could do on the camera is so limited that you really can't really focus on the actual point of the cue ball. Of course, if you're in New York City and you're looking for lessons, please give me a shout out. My email is on either this video or videos before, where you can get lessons one-on-one on this stuff. And last but not least, there's the 11 ball. There we go. Anyway, thanks for watching.